every Thursday on Star Radio UK for a time of empowerment, a time of enrichment, inspiring you to stay positive and strong throughout this period. Listen and tune in on every Thursday at 5 p.m. for an hour of power. Stay positive and love you all.
Hi everyone, it's your girl BB Clement, the author of How to Go From Employee to Entrepreneur and the host of your weekly business show, BB Means Business, the show where we discuss everything you ever wanted to know about business but you were afraid to ask. How do I start my business? How do I raise the finance? How do I grow my business? Where am I going to find my customers? Join me every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. on Star Radio UK to get all the information and tips that you need to become a successful entrepreneur and become financially free. Remember, don't let life dictate to you. Rather, put your signature on life.
Check me out.
He tells me my energy is making him tired.
Yes!
How do you get the energy to do
I've been told that I have a lot of energy, but my goodness, I think today I have met my match, people. I have met my match, Miss Suzette. Wow, amazing.
One of the things that's the start of the
Darkness.
whole of darkness.
So what did that
Myself and the world in adjustments. And 2019,
Forget the proverbial boardroom. Join me, Simone Frazier, on The CEO, the program that gives you the driving seat over your life. Every Tuesday, 8 p.m. only on Star Radio.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello. You welcome to Starr Radio UK, the Property Hour show, with me, your host Vicky Newton, and co-host Mr. Bossman. As you know, today it looks like it's a Women's Day, if I should say, because our guests are two lovely, successful ladies, and me being the host, a woman as well. So we need more support online, and please tune in on Starr Radio UK on all our social media platform, Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, and share to all your contacts and colleagues. Even though I said, it's a women's show, we need the men to be supporting us. Without wasting my time, I would like to straight away show my appreciation to our sponsors. Without them, we would not be able to come your way every Thursday from 7 p.m. And they are Mia Associates, Cornerstone International Limited, M&M Concepts, and Caris Furnitures. Today's topic is the impact of black women in the UK property industry. And I've got two guests with us. We'll start with the first guest. Then I think, the second part of the program will introduce the second guest. We're just giving it a little twist. So, Mr. Bossman, thank you so much for being with us today. You came in to show your support, and we appreciate it. How has your day been so far?
It's been good, and to be quite honest, I think the public have been a bit biased.
Yeah.
When they saw some of our listeners saw the flyer, the kind of comment that he started making, I was a bit jealous. So I needed to come in and I needed to come in and see what is going to happen and how it's going to be. Basically, not just to support, but to see, not be a spectator, but I'll be watching from afar as well.
You'll be watching from afar, yes. And I must say that you are looking very sharp.
Oh, thank you. But
you
I'm
look
jealous.
like you're going to meet Boris Johnson.
Oh my! Let me
you look good. You look very good.
Let me straighten the tie, and I'm excited to see Toyin as well, and also Anna going to join us a bit. Shortly as well. So it's a great joy for the ladies night, so please crack on.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, as I've said, we need more of you to come online. If you want to contribute to this program, or send in your comments, you can do so on our Facebook Live at Starr Radio UK. If you prefer to call us in the studio live, you can do so on 02081332258. The number again is 02081332258. We would love to hear from you. Quickly introduce our first guest, Toyin Davison-Arrow, and if I should say a little brief about her, she's the CEO of Property Pillars Club. She's also got a background in property litigation, and the juicy bit is she just recently was awarded a winner for the best business and innovation. Toyin Davison-Arrow, hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you and see you clearly. You look beautiful.
Thank you so much.
How has your day been?
Mr. Bossman.
Yeah.
Hi, Toyin. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Bossman. How are you?
I'm very well, and you're looking good.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Right. Yes. So, Toyin, I just gave a brief, intro about yourself, but I would love to, hear from you a little bit about yourself. Anybody, just hearing about you today, just tell us, who is Toyin Davison-Arrow?
Well, she's your sister. That's the start.
Whoa, I like that.
That's a good one.
She's a woman who has a vision. She's a lawyer in the UK, practicing in the area of property litigation for over 20 years.
Wow.
She's a mother to 3 children.
Whoa.
She's a single mother.
Yeah.
And she has been representing landlords and investors in property for well over 20 years.
Wow.
She is now the proud founder of a property club, an entrepreneur. And she's a YouTuber. She makes videos about property, 142 videos online, giving advice, different strategies of property.
Right.
And now she's a founder and also a developer with partners in the development space in the UK.
Great. All right. So I think my interest is in the Property Pillars Club. How did you come with the idea of setting up this club? I know you have a background in property litigation, so the interest is there. But how did the idea come about?
It's I always tell people the story, and I hope that might inspire people to just take action, because I did not plan on creating a club. I tell you the honest truth. What happened was about 4 years ago, I started making some YouTube videos with my Samsung phone, giving people advice on property, different property strategies. And those videos started to get some followers who would watch them, and they'll private message me and say, "Would like to meet you because we like what you've trained us on." And I was getting enough inquiries for me to decide, well, instead of me seeing everybody differently, why don't all of you meet me in central London in the hotel, the Pullman Hotel, and then we'll start sort of talking. So the first meeting, 6 people came. And then they came, we talked, we shared, we advised each other, we ate, we drank. And I had this idea, well, since it seems that you may require this more often, let's do it again next month. It's same place, same time. So they came, not 6, this time 14. Then we'll sit, we'll talk, I'll give them property training, they'll action it. Then we decided we'll do it again next month. So as it started to grow, the hotel noticed that we were taking up the lobby area every month. A group of people would just, and eventually they said, "You people can't just be coming here every month. We notice your numbers are growing. You have to book a whole room. You can't just turn up the same place, and every time is more. You have to either book a room or do something." So for a period, we were nomadic. We're looking for hotel room space around central London, and then it was clear that we had a group of people who wanted to do property together. So that's how the idea of the club started.
Right. So I just want to know the number that turned up. How many women, how many men? I just want to know. The ratio. Yeah.
Sexism is coming in.
Yes, I need to know. And I'll tell you why.
I'm actually thinking, in our club, I actually think there's more male than female.
Wow. Right. So when it started growing, were there any challenges along the way?
A lot.
Right.
Oh, you can imagine a lot. Yes.
Would you like to take us through some few challenges?
Well, first of all, because it was an organic growth, I didn't plan to put myself full-time into the organization at the beginning. I was looking to practice law and to get more legal work from the concept. But as it so happened, a lot of the members and people joining, they wanted to know more about property investing and to invest.
Okay.
So in order to cater for the requirements, and also they wanted property training. So in order to cater for the requirements, I had to bring in experts and people who can deliver those sort of services for them.
Yeah.
So there were challenges in understanding what people want and how to deliver it. There were challenges in monetizing the platform, which wasn't planned at the beginning. There was no business plan, no bank loan, no financier, the things that make a business sort of be set up in the proper way. It wasn't there at the beginning. So we had an organic following of people who wanted to work with us, and we were, with God's help, we're able to do some development successfully together. And we did a private cemetery together in Bluebell area, which was our first project together.
Okay. Mr. Bossman, would
With
you
the
like to... Right.
So we did that successfully together. We made lovely returns on that. And then we moved on to a second project, development in Huntington of 16 flats that is now for sale, which was successful. And then we moved on to the third project, which is still underway, which is due to completion in terms of construction in October. So we've done about 3 projects within the club, and we're now sort of moving on to the fourth and the fifth. So we've been organic, and obviously you can imagine the challenges that came about.
Yeah. But it's become so successful. Right, let me go to my co-host, Mr. Bossman. Have you got any question for Toyin?
I've got loads, but I'll limit it to just one. And also,
why do you want to limit it to one?
No, it's ladies' night, so I came to. I'm
just
a spectator.
One.
I'm
no,
just a view.
You can do better.
No, because I want to listen. I want to when you meet experts and people that have got experience like Toyin and also Anna, you just have to listen more and talk less. That's what I've come in tonight to do. So don't get me wrong. I've got the questions. I'll ask them. And so right, okay. I'm told to ask. So let me jump on. Toyin, amazing journey so far. And I want to find out, one of the things that I saw, which we will play that short clip later on, that you have, that you mentioned that £5,000. Is that a contribution or like a crowdfunding opportunity for people, or what is that about?
Sure. What we do at the club, we bring opportunities for professional people together with developments, so that they have the opportunity to also get returns on their money. Our job is, first of all, to educate people and make sure that they understand the risks and the returns, so that we're dealing with people who have had training. So we spend a lot of our time doing monthly trainings on Zoom, that people can get access to the knowledge first. Once you become knowledgeable of the investment, the strategy, the risks involved, you can make an informed decision. So that's the first thing. And then also you're inside a pool of other people who are likewise like you, maybe new to property investing, who have a range of questions and concerns. So you're not alone. That is so important to us. So we encourage them to join our WhatsApp group, to come onto our online, meet other people, because it's from there that you grow, you build your confidence, and you make the right, and also ask the right questions. So that's the first thing. And once you're comfortable with everything, we then present to you an investment product, an opportunity for you to partner and see a return. Some of the products we have at the moment are really geared for the high-end investors, not really geared for the individual retail investors.
Not the school boys and girls, isn't it?
Not the school boys and girls. Like, for example, some of the products, and it's mainly because it seems you have to understand that property investing is a very serious commitment. And not everybody has the capacity to put money away for 18 months into a project and not have it available for them for that length of time. Some people, they just don't have the ability to do it, and they think they want to do it, but they just can't. So we need to make sure we filter out the people who cannot from the people who can. And also, because it is a risk, if the property prices or the crash happens again, are we dealing with people who can potentially lose everything? Maybe £5,000 is all they had to their name, and then they put it inside an investment project. The crash happens, everybody's lost their money, their £5,000 is gone. So we need to be careful that the people we're dealing with, they can afford to take the risk on the amounts that they're putting down, and it's not the end of their world. So there's an element of assessment, an element of education, and it's actually by invitation. It isn't everybody that applies to invest with us that gets accepted. A vast number of people we don't accept because we don't feel that they have the level of competency, education, and have the deep enough pockets to weather the risk. And quite often they become too much of a risk for us to take on as a business.
Yeah.
So we decide that the best people we tend to work with are corporate investors who have got risk analysis, who have got lawyers who are comfortable with the risks, who themselves are financially stable and who are happy to invest. A lot of the projects that we have presented have been targeted at high net worth corporations like asset management companies, pension funds. So we have, because of the devaluation at the moment in currencies like in Nigeria, the Nigerian Naira and the Ghanaian cedis, things are not looking good for people in those regions.
Yeah.
All of them are looking to take their money out of those regions and put it into a very stable economy. And England and the property system is something that they regard as something stable, something secure. Year on year, it's never proven to be problematic. A lot of people have second homes in the UK. They have children in education here. So they're very comfortable with the concept of investing in UK. So because of that, we attract a lot of West African corporate investors into our projects.
Powerful.
Okay.
Just my last question for now.
Questions are now flowing.
No. Going back, let what Vicky said earlier on. Going back as a feminine, I mean, in the industry, you've been around for 2 decades, and you've been able to get to where you are. There are hundreds watching us across the world that your story might inspire them, but also sometimes it comes to the skin color, where people look at their skin color and they're like, you know what, this is not for us. And would you want to share your experience of how resilient you were and how frustrated you got to sometimes, and how you've been able to overcome?
Oh, this is very much about mind over matter, because I always tell people that all the doors that were shut at my career, if I had allowed them to stop me, we would never be where we are. You know, I was making comments to I think it was you, Mr. Bossman, I spoke to before.
Yeah.
The amount of years ago, the amount of CVs I used to send to agencies, LinkedIn, my CV was all over the place.
Yeah.
Not one job offer. You know,
Wow.
the amount of time I was invited to interviews for positions, not one job offer. It occurred to me that I just wasn't employable for whatever reason. Maybe I didn't look the right way, I didn't sound the right way, I didn't say the right thing. So because of that door being shut, I decided to create my own employment. And my position wasn't good. I was a mother with 3 children in an unhappy marriage, relatively overweight, quite depressed. I was a lawyer, but did not have any real source of income. But one thing I knew how to do was my property. I knew, representing investors for over 20 years, I had a vast knowledge of clients who liked and trusted me. I was able to leverage on those relationships and pick the phone up and start saying, look, I'm available for any work, legal work, drafting of option agreements, drafting of contracts, tenancy agreement, tenancy eviction, service charge. And I began to just phone them up one at a time and say, I'm here. I couldn't find, and apart from that, I was looking for flexibility because I needed work that would enable me to be a mother to my children. I needed something. The work that was coming, it required me to jump on the train at 6 a.m. in the morning, get to London, then take the underground, spend one day slugging my backside, and then jump back on the train to pick my baby up in the nursery at 8 p.m. and then back the following day. And I decided I cannot live like that. I wanted to be able to take my children to school, come home and look after them, prepare a meal for them. So I needed a company that would understand, but it seemed that there was nothing that would meet my requirements at that time. So the only option I had was to create a source of income for myself. And that's exactly what I went and did.
Okay. Very inspiring. Yeah. Mr. Bossman, are you done?
Yes.
All right. Okay. So, Toyin, if I should ask, with the Property Pillars Club, who qualifies to become a member? Someone listening.
The membership is free, and we are open to everybody and anybody. We have in our club people who are just leaving school, some 16 to 18-year-old that we're currently training and mentoring on property. And we also have developers who are very high-end, who do developments in Knightsbridge, Sloane Square, Kensington. So yes, at the moment, membership is free and everybody is entitled to participate and joining.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like that bit where you said you have, people between 16 to 20 years that you are mentoring. We don't get to hear a lot of mentors mentoring people as young as, the age bracket of 16 to 20. I'm really amazed you are, just touching on these areas, because I believe that will really help a lot of these youth to get a very good foundation, because most of the times when they come out of uni, they struggle to get jobs. So with that kind of foundation, they'll be able to just before they get whatever dream job that they are aspiring to get into, at least they've got some stream of income coming in. So it's something that I'm always advocating. We do get people coming on the show, and I keep asking them, because the young ones in our community haven't really understood getting into, if it's not even property, trying to create something for the meantime till you get that dream job that you went to uni to pursue. So it's a very good thing. Yeah, so just keep it up. I might contact you to get my 18-year-old daughter to also get involved. I'm really, really inspired. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, it's the Property Hour show. And today we are talking about the impact of black women in the UK property industry. We do have two guests who are Toyin Davis-Nero and Anna Ejekum. But at the moment we are interviewing Tony Davis-Nero, and we'll have Anna join us in the middle of the show. If you would like to contribute to this program, you can do so on our Facebook Live, YouTube, all our social media handles at Starr Radio UK. And if you prefer to call us live in the studio, you can do so on 0208-133-2258. The number again is 0208-133-2258. And we are proudly sponsored by Mia Associates, Cornerstone International Limited, M&M Concepts, and Carrie's Furnitures. I would love to hear from you, and I would like to get your contribution and any questions that you might have for our two lovely guests. Back to you, Tony. A woman watching you is wondering, how is Tony able to cope balancing being a single mom, 3 children? I think you've touched on a little bit on that, but what is your typical day like at the moment?
It's as you can imagine, it's very busy. Yeah. But I'm very blessed with the work, because I have a great team that work with me. I've got members of staff now. I've got the office in Knightsbridge, where we've got the development team are stationed there. They look after the projects. We've got obviously my PA and my assistant. But the average day starts for me at 5:45 in the morning. And for me, it starts from 5:45, where I get myself together, begin to get I've got a daughter that's at university. She's now away. I've got one that's 16, and I've got a young son of 11. So my job, and I'm a very hands-on mother. I don't take my role as a mother lightly. I advocate being there for your children, being supportive and influencing them tremendously. So I'm very hands-on. So from 5:45, I get myself together. We do our quick short prayer in the morning. Sometimes it's very difficult to get them out of bed, including myself, but we somehow roll ourselves out. Yeah. And then we do our family prayer, myself and my children, and then we'll begin to get ourselves ready. And then I drop my 2 children at school, which is not too far. And then once they're at school, they start early. once they're in school, I'm back in my office,
Right.
and my day starts. And then my day tends to start from about 8 a.m. in the morning. And
Oh, okay.
it starts with a variety of Zoom meetings and everything else in between. Yeah. It just goes like that till about 4:30. I stop by 4:30 because I have to have time to relax. My children come back from school. I arrange for somebody to bring them back. And then from that 4:30 onwards, it's time to chill and have dinner, do homework, relax, and that's it.
You've got it all planned out. Wow. Amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to inform all of you that I think we are having a little problem with our Facebook. It's not ours, but there are issues with the Facebook page. So could you please join our YouTube live? With that one, we can be very interactive on there. So please, there are some technical issues with the Facebook page. If you could please move to the YouTube.
Those on mobile phones.
That is those on mobile phones. But if you are watching us live on your laptops or desktops, you can still watch us live on Facebook. But I think that issues is with mobile on your mobile phones.
And they can also, I think, on Toyin Radio, and Periscope, Twitter as well, www.starradio.uk, and I think our app as well.
Okay.
Star Radio UK app you can download from Android or
app.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Toyin, are you there?
I'm here.
Good.
Yeah.
Right. One thing that I noticed during the pandemic, a lot of estate agents, people in properties were having a lot of difficulties during the pandemic. I even noticed that some estate agents even shut down during the pandemic because there was not much movement. How were you able to cope during the pandemic?
I think for me that was a real opportunity to focus online. Because as much as companies were showing shut down on the ground, online visibility was a lot stronger during that period. And what we did, we focused more on doing a lot more online visual Zoom, visual shows. So we actually grew quite a lot of our followers, our members during that pandemic period.
Okay.
We were creating online visibility. We also created a network of overseas members who joined because we're more visible online. So for us, we just carried on and we actually built a stronger following from that period onwards.
But were people investing? That is the issue, because there was no money in the system. So people were a bit skeptical. The little I have, is it the right time to invest? Were people investing?
Absolutely. In terms of the projects, it delayed. A lot of the projects we were about to start, we couldn't start. For some that we had started, I'd had to move a lot slower.
Okay.
So in terms of the projects and the deliverables, 100% right. We weren't able to move the construction as quickly as we had planned. But in terms of the people and the knowledge of the existence of the club and what we did, because people were at home, they had time to watch videos, listening to our training, more people started to understand and take note of who we were. And as a sort of an introduction, they began to take an interest and follow us from that point onwards.
Right. So that leads me to the question, at present, what are your projections of the property market from now? Should people wait to invest, or is it the right time to put your property on the market? Or which strategy should you go for at this time? 3 questions in one.
In terms of, let's start with the strategy question.
Right.
Because I can say that I've done enough property investing myself to know, for me, which strategy I choose now.
Right.
There's people who, I'm sure you've heard about the rent-to-rent strategy.
Yes.
Which people do a lot. Where you don't own property, you control property.
Yes.
And you take an option on the property and you rent it out. You offer a guaranteed rent to the landlord, and you keep the difference between all the expenses and all the rent you pay back and whatever. So that's rent-to-rent. I know people who, within my club and friends, who have successfully built a very six-figure portfolio using that strategy. Yeah, I know they do successfully well on rent to rent. That's one strategy that I'm aware of that works. I know there's other people who do service accommodation strategy, which is similar to rent, but they use the building as an SA, as an Airbnb concept. I'm familiar with that. I know that for me personally, if you haven't got the systems and the manpower to run it, because it's quite labor intensive, you shouldn't do it. You've got to better have the systems, the cleaners, the laundrettes, the booking system. You've got to have all that in place to run it successfully, because you need a lot running around, checking out of guests, checking out of guests, making sure it's ready in time for the next person to move in, and also paying all the utilities, because you're responsible for utilities and all that. So that's a good strategy. If you've got the manpower to run it, it's very lucrative. Then for me, the area that I'm most involved with at the moment is really more to do with the development. In fact, to be more specific, mine is more private equity than development, because what I do is I bring private equity to projects, which is an area that there isn't many people who do own. So what we do is we partner with developers. We ourselves don't do the development. We partner with developers and we bring the private equity, which is the funding, the money that they need to do the project. So we bring a combination of private equity, the developer brings the debt and equity, and together we marry the relationship and we see the build through to the end, which is a bit different. So talking about the projection for the I think you had a question about the economy.
Yeah. Is it the right time to invest? Right time to buy? Or put your property on the market?
In terms of, for me, this is the right time to invest in a development play for me. And the reason why I see that is because there's so much meat on the right project. If you meet the right project, the right developer, there's so much money to be made from being able to construct a building, refinance it out, and maintain ownership. More than a current system of buying a property on the market and renting it out. If you're able to build, you're partner with somebody who's able to build. Don't forget, you're paying the construction cost. You're paying the project costs. So if the project cost, let's say, is £77,000 to do a building, when you finish doing that building, the retail value of that building could be £250,000. So once you pay the construction cost, the open market value is almost double the construction cost. So for me, that is where the biggest margin is. So development for me is where I would suggest people go. And I know that not everybody can do development.
That's what I was going to say.
Nobody knows that. But that's why you partner with us. You come and join the Property Pillars Club, and you come on board and you find one of our projects and you put your stake, your share into that, and you get a return of that profit in accordance with the amounts that you part with. That's the unique feature that we have. We allow members of the public, professional members who are duly qualified, who fully understand what they're doing and the risks they're taking, to come on board with us onto a development play. So that's exactly how we work.
Okay, all right. I think at this point, my producer, do we have Tony's video from Property Pillars Club to show our viewers?
I think it's a very powerful video. I've had the opportunity to watch it, and you'll be moved to quickly join. And
I see.
The people that some of the members that were testifying and have been part of it. I urge, because I believe that so Toyin said it's free to join, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's the good part as compared to some of the clubs and other networks that groups, you have to pay. So it's a good thing, and also celebrating a Black History Month. I believe that Toyin, you've got some special goodies for our listeners. Okay, so I believe it's going like
right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you are, a presentation from the Property Pillars Club,
an inspirational and supportive
from
to help
Toyin
professionals support their property needs. We're here to help people who are looking to invest their money wisely in the property sector in the UK. As one of the biggest challenges that people face is they so confused as to where they can get information about where to put their money, the places that give the best return, the sorts of risks that they're taking. So to save you the trouble of scrolling through the internet looking for projects, trying to read between the small prints, trying to understand hows and ifs, why don't you just join a community of property professionals who do that for you?
I'm very new to investing in property, so it's given me a really good platform to find other people, great networking opportunities, lots of actually online events which have been really helpful, particularly over the last year. There's a lot of good training courses as well, so as I'm new, it's created a really nice strong foundation for me to build on, and so I'd really love to see, I'm excited to see where I'll be in 1 year's time with my new venture.
One of the clear benefits of being part of the successful community called Property Pillars is that you will meet like-minded people like you who are just interested in investing their money. They'll be able to tell you their experience as being part of the club, they'll be able to tell you the risks and maximize the returns that you get. We've also done the hard work for you because we've got a range of investment projects that would meet your need. From as little as £5,000 entry level, you can safely secure your funds into one of the Property Pillars Club's projects. So if you're interested in property investing in the UK, you don't know where to start, why don't you join the community at Property Pillars Club and secure your future in property? If you're interested in becoming a member, visit the Property Pillars Club website and click on membership.
We have a meeting every month, and those meetings we have specialist speakers who will give you really useful information on property investment. And I have bought properties through this, and it gives us a lot of opportunity to network with other members.
Your network is your net worth. If you don't have a network, you're dead. Basically, if you're not growing, you're dying. You need to join a network, and Property Pillars Club is the right club for you to join if you're looking to educate yourself, motivate yourself, grow yourself, and build a multi-million pound business. Anyone has what it takes to grow. If you're not looking to grow, then you're literally dead. So I say this and I want to encourage you, all right? Ordinary people are actually transitioning to becoming extraordinary people. So build yourself a network. Make sure you become a member of the Property Pillars Club.
If you're interested in property investing in the UK, you don't know where to start, why don't you join the community at Property Pillars Club and secure your future in property?
Property Hour show here on Starr Radio UK. Today's topic is the impact of black women in the UK property industry. We were just talking to Toyin Davidson-Ero, the CEO of Property Pillars Club, and I think we've got our second guest, who is Anna Ejekum. She is the co-founder of On Point Property Management in the UK, and I've got her on. Hannah, are you there?
Anna. Anna?
Anna.
Maybe
wow.
She's on mute.
Oh, okay. Right. Then probably we will come back to her. Ah, yes. Anna, are you there? Can you hear us? I think I can. Oh, okay. All right. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is Starr Radio UK, the Property Hour show. This program is proudly sponsored by Mia Associates, who are into building and construction in projects in Ghana. Cornerstone International Limited is a UK property company. They specialize in, managing property, sales, mortgages, what have you, anything about properties is Cornerstone International Limited. And we've also got M&M Concepts, who are into flyers, any advertising materials. They are the experts. Finally, we've got Curry's Furniture Company, and they can deliver anywhere in the world. They've got lovely discounts if you want to just give your living room, dining area, bedroom a different touch. Look no further. Contact Curry's furnitures. Right, let me see if we've got Anna. Anna. Okay. Right, so let me Toyin, are you still there whilst we are trying to sort out Anna's connection?
I'm here.
Yes, Toyin. I just need you to, just say something to inspire all the black women who are aspiring to go into the property industry. You will agree with me that this industry is male dominated. So any advice or tips that you've got for any black woman who is looking to venture into properties, making them aware the challenges and how they can stand firm against those challenges and also forge ahead to become as successful as you have?
Yeah, I think the first advice I would give somebody is to join a network of people that you can learn from.
Right.
Because they say that if you surround yourself with 3 millionaires, you're going to be the fourth one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
So number one. Yeah. So begin to change the people that surround you and get into a place where you meet people who are doing what you want to do and become their friends. Yeah. Join that community. Number one. Then you can go out to have drinks with them. You can shadow them. You can hear from them. You can begin to. A lot of information is readily available freely online now. I don't subscribe to £10,000, £20,000 training courses. Not anymore. A lot of what I've learned is because of my self-taught and my desire to learn and to take action. I've been able to build that out for myself. I know people have spent £100,000 on property training, which for them, but I just think that I don't want to take advantage of vulnerable people. I think it's wrong, but I know that a lot of companies make a lot of money from doing that sort of thing, and people are prepared to pay.
And they can't even get hold of their mentors.
They lose their money, and especially if you don't take action. You spend £40,000 and you haven't been able, or you've taken action and it went wrong.
Right.
So that's I think the best way to learn is by surrounding yourself with people who are doing what you're doing, and that way you can hear the truth. You can hear the good, the bad, and you haven't been sugar-coated. Of course, you hear from them, oh, this rent to rent is not the way people say it is. The tenant did this to me. It happened to me. That happened. Then you're told the truth, not somebody selling you, drip feeding you with £10,000 cost that results in a disappointment. Come in a community where you hear the truth and you get a balanced understanding of what you're getting yourself into. And then once you're there, take action with somebody shadowing you. Somebody who's done what you want to do. Yeah? You say, okay, Mr. Bob, since you're the one doing rent to rent successfully, would you mind if I shadowed you for 1 year, or I'll go and source one, I do one with you? Yeah, you don't give up your day job, don't sacrifice everything. You don't do it like that. And then you learn the painful experiences, you learn the good, the bad, and the ugly. And then that's a stepping stone to greater things. That is the way I like to work. And that's why the platform Property Pillars was established. To give people that opportunity to join a community and meet other people who are doing the sort of things they want to do, so that they don't run into the sorts of mistakes that the property world today is, which is taking money from people for courses that really don't mean that they get their money back or they perform well in property.
Okay. You see, the reason why I asked this question was I'm coming from a different angle. When I first ventured into, becoming an estate agent, I've been telling Mr. Bossman about this as well. My husband wasn't happy. So sometimes your family, I really don't understand, the concept, and I'm not sure whether you as a black woman should venture into, an industry which is male dominated. Typical example, when I was in an estate agent, my husband was always scared if I was safe to go on viewings by myself, and most of the time we do it because our bosses put the ladies at the forefront to get the clients in, because male clients prefer dealing with ladies. So you go to the property alone with the client. without even thinking of your safety. And moreover, I don't know, but families usually will tell you that this is not the right, industry for you. So a lot of women are being discouraged, from entering into this industry. And I've realized there are so many opportunities.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right. Definitely, there is the element of risks in terms of taking clients, which are essentially strangers, to viewings in a property. For a woman. We actually do a lot of the viewings, accompany viewings with the men. Actually, I don't think I even gave much thought to that, but you're very right. But I also believe that some of these clients, some of them, you might have to see them in the office first,
right,
and make sure that they're suitable for a viewing and accompany viewing with a female. But sometimes you just decide to point the viewings to a male person who will take that opportunity because of the safety risks involved.
Exactly.
But for me, it's true. It is very genuine. I mean, in the industry I'm in, I think not many female women do development at the scale that we've grown.
Yes.
So I've been in boardrooms where all the developers, all the parties involved in the project, they've all been male apart from me.
And you're not intimidated.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm the one controlling them.
Exactly. Right. And a lot of our black women in properties as well complain that when they first get into the industry through the channel of probably becoming an estate agent, they are really usually given admin duties instead of being challenged to go on viewings, taking on sales, things like that. And through that they just give up.
No, never give up.
Yeah. They shouldn't
Never
give up. Yeah. Let me quickly switch to our second guest, Anna. We're having a little bit of issues trying to get her on. Anna, are you there? Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Wow. Okay. Can you just position your phone on the landscape, if you don't mind, because we want to get a better view?
I'm trying to do that.
We want
I'm
to make
showing my age with technology. Let me.
Okay, how about putting it on auto rotate? It will do that by itself.
I don't know what. I'm not familiar with Skype.
Okay, all right. Because of time constraints, I think we will just shoot along the way. Yes, I am Anna. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me this evening.
Right. And I hope your day went well. I know you've been very, very busy.
Yes. Today a few clients were with me today, so hence the late.
Okay, brilliant.
Let me say welcome as well. I'm patching, I'm just sitting in the shadows for the ladies' night. So please, I'm just hiding in the shadow. Welcome, Anna. Good to see you again.
Thank
you. Before you joined us, we had our first guest who is still on there observing us. She is Toyin Davison. She is on the other side of properties, and you are mainly management, isn't it, and investing?
Correct. Yes.
Good. So we've got the two sides. So Anna, could you please, for the benefit of those who don't know who Anna Ijekum is, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Thank you. So good evening and good evening to Toyin. Nice to see another black sister in property.
Yes.
So as introduced, my name is Anna Ajikum. I've been working in the property industry for 21 years. My experience covers management, investment, lettings, and obviously most in the last 6 years also the Ghana side of investing. And I'm a property consultant. I help people invest, look after professional landlords with their portfolios here in the UK. I'm a landlord and investor myself, And essentially I provide a full turnkey one-stop solution for our clients for property investing in the UK and investing safely in Ghana. So that's sort of me in a nutshell.
Oh, okay. All right. And your background, your interests, where did they come from? Is it from your dad?
I mean, both. Funny enough, my mum actually, when I think back of it, the first time I was on site, I was probably age 14 in Ghana. My mum was building one of many houses that she's built in Ghana, and I didn't realize now that I'm older that she was the project manager as well as the financer, quality control. She was doing so many hats, but that's not where the property passion came in. I sort of fell into it by accident, literally at the age of 21, and never looked back. I was fascinated by properties. I became even more fascinated when I realized that it's a real good way to create wealth creation. And essentially my passion is with people, and especially for our community as well, to understand investment, to invest safely, and it's a people's. I'm sure Toyin, you would agree. You've got to really value your networks and people who you work with, because property doesn't work without people. So you've got to really enjoy both, and I enjoy doing both of that. So it's something that I still do today, and really enjoy what I do and helping others with their property investment journey.
Wow. Yeah, today's topic, the impact of black women in the in the UK property industry. Anna, what are some of the challenges as a black woman in this industry?
Where do I start? I think I think you said the two key headlines.
Yeah.
One, you're black, and two, you're female.
Yes.
I think females in the industry have it quite bad because people expect it is a male-dominated industry.
Yeah.
But as a black female, I don't think there's many of us that occupy that space in a capacity beyond, say, business owner or developer in that sense. So you're just faced with that. They're not expecting to see you in the room. But I think with years coming into it, I know that my value and what services I can offer, and even as a business owner today, appraising property, they speak to you over the phone, and sometimes when you meet them, you can see in their faces like, oh, we're not just a bit surprised to see a black woman. So any young black female listening now, the challenges are there, but I think the important thing is that you've got to have a passion and a real determination to enjoy the industry. It's got to be beyond, oh, I can make money from it, because the challenges are faced. But I think one advantage we have today is representation through social media and creating awareness that, property ownership or going into property is there for everyone. There's an opportunity there. And yes, the challenges are there. I think over the years, as you said, sometimes the door sort of not being open for you because they think you don't fit there, but you just have to keep being determined. And it's not just limited to the UK. I had the same experience sort of occupying the real estate space in Ghana. They think you're a female, what do you know? The value, they don't recognize the value seeing a female, much less a black female. So I think you have to communicate your value very well and stand firm.
Right. I did ask Toyin this question as well. During the pandemic, how were you able to survive, both here, in the UK and in Ghana, regarding properties?
That's a very good question. And I'm glad you've brought it up. And this is very important when we say property is all about building your relationships, building your networks. Because during the pandemic, when everything slowed down, what actually kept us ticking over in the UK with some of the relationships that I built over 10, 15, 20 years ago, who were referring business back to us because the know, like and trust element was firmly cemented. So it was the relationships with our industry contacts kept us going with our UK operations. And in Ghana, we have firmly been communicating our value over the 5 years that we've been occupying the investment space. So what happened really was that people had time on their hands, and especially with the Ghana side, we'd never been busier with inquiries. And it was a light bulb moment for a lot of people that they were able to sit still and sort of understand for themselves what was their value. And luckily we're on point, was able to communicate that through our services, through our events, and people were actually naturally drawn to pick up the phone or contact us via social media. So we were able to communicate our value even more during the lockdown and secure business.
At the moment, do you think there has been a lot more interest in investing in Ghana? Taking into consideration, litigation issues in the past, has there been more interest?
Yeah, I mean, I occupy the space of servicing the diaspora, so people who are living out of Ghana who want to invest. It's never been busier. I think the interest and the appetite is absolutely there. People are passionate. It's almost like they're calling, even with the non-Ghanaians I've found, with the US and even those from the Caribbean, of finding some foothold and owning property in Ghana. But moreover, the biggest stumbling blocks usually you find is with the finance side. But I definitely say the appetite is there and the interest is, if anything, is much higher.
Okay. All right. So do you think a lot of black women are getting into the property industry? Has there been an increase, the interest?
The interest is certainly there. I think from our business service point of view, I'm pleased to even say that most of our clients are actually black females who are now understanding and wanting to be on the property ladder and doing something about it. So I think the awareness is there and the interest has been sparked. I think representation, I think seeing someone like myself or even Toyin who's sitting there, I think it's quite inspiring that representation is actually happening. Social media fuels that a lot. So it's giving confidence. I think that's the biggest thing, confidence and acceptance that they can own property. It's not just for someone else. With I always say perfect planning prevents poor performance. So it's the planning and understanding of it all. Women are now coming forward and directing their money into investment. I've found there has been inquiries to get into property, but I think people need to understand that it's not a get rich quick scheme. It takes a lot of hard work, determination and consistency.
Because of our limited time, I will straight away go on to the expo, the Property Expo UK event. I think you are having a virtual event next month. Could you just give us a brief about this, because you've had it for 5 years?
Yes, this is the 5th year. And before ladies, please forgive me for jumping in. Before Anna answers that, Toyin, I believe with what the answers that Anna has been given, and also looking back, just going back to the answers you were given, I believe that there's a connection between yourself as to the next phase of what you are looking to do in terms of looking into the West Africa sub-region thing. And this is some of the things that you mentioned about network, and also what Anna mentioned as to network as well. So I think that there are certain things that are syncing or synchronizing here. So it's a good thing, good space, and good timing. That's for me. That's what I can gather.
Yeah. And another question for Tony. Tony, Property Pillars. Are we expecting a branch in Nigeria?
We have a branch in Nigeria.
Oh wow! Wow, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, funny enough, it's we're just finishing the contracts with our partners in Nigeria.
Okay.
But we do have an office. We have 2 offices actually. We have one in Abuja, and we also have one in Lagos. So the Property Pillars will be running events, and but it's all for inbound investment, just like Anna said. There's a real strong demand of inbound investment from those regions to the UK. So yes.
Wow, amazing. Should I expect one in Ghana?
I'll be speaking to Anna about that.
Oh dear, I like that. You do your bit and you leave that.
That is what I said. That I can see some connection coming in here. So possibly, I mean, we are here for the commission.
Yeah,
so
she
don't
knows her territory.
You're in safe hands.
Exactly. Right. So Anna, let's quickly talk about the Property Expo UK.
Yes. So this year is our 5th year, our 5th edition.
Congratulations.
Obviously, it's our second virtual edition. We decided this year, because of the uncertainty, we wasn't sure what was happening with the restrictions. So it'll be taking place on the Saturday, the 13th of November. And registration just opened yesterday, free registration. And anyone who's thinking about investing in Ghana or just wants to get more insight, we'll have the spectrum of the leading reputable real estate developers and industry experts to be giving indispensable information for anyone out there. I'd highly recommend it, because the information, as I said, investing is about being informed before you depart with your money. And there'll be exclusive live deals, especially for those who are attending. And it is definitely an event where people walk away with so much information. So it's on a Hopin site, which is fully interactive, so there'll be live Q&A sessions. You can type your questions and they'll be answered in real time. And then towards the end of the evening, we'll have a panel discussion. We'll be discussing trends, what's new in Ghana, what's next in Ghana, and how we see the future of the real estate industry. So there'll be a lot of golden nuggets and information being shared, and from finance to legal, and those we prepare you for your wills and in estate planning. So investors as well as home buyers, we are be bursting with information.
Wow, that's amazing. I'll try and register. I'm always there every year, so I'll do so this year as well. I think we would like to play a little video on this year's event. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quickly watch a video of the Property Expo UK, the brain behind this event is Anna Ejekum. Let's quickly watch this short clip and we'll be right
The
back.
Ghana Property and Lifestyle Expo returns in 2021 in its 5th year and 2nd virtual edition. Simply register for free to meet a selection of Ghana's leading real estate developers and industry experts, plus special offers. Taking place for one day only on Saturday the 13th of November 2021 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There will be live presentations, Q&A and an opening speech from keynote speaker Mr. Papa Kaur Bartels, Minister Councillor and Head of Trade and Investment Section from the Ghana High Commission UK. Register online at Hopin and be entered into our free prize draw. Dream it, live it. You don't want to miss out. Lead sponsor, Gold Key Properties. Silver sponsor, Stanbic Bank Ghana. Bronze sponsor, Deftraco Plus.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, that's the Property Expo UK event coming on. This is a virtual edition coming on Saturday, 13th November. Please register. It is free. Anna, I just need your thoughts. I mean, your advice. Tony has said hers. What advice do you have for any black woman thinking of getting into the property industry?
Yes, my biggest advice would be to work with someone who has the experience. Then the biggest asset, I think, other than money in investing in property is knowledge. And if you can find a mentor, someone who has been in the industry, if someone is young, I'd always recommend work for an estate agent, work for a developer, and gain insight, gain understanding, because there's many aspects to working in property. You may want to go into development, you may find you want to do management, you may want to do lettings. There's different parts of property, so try and find out what your interest is and what you actually enjoy doing. And I think that's my biggest takeaway, because I learned from working for a real estate developer and a landlord as well for several years, and I think I've shared the story on here. And without that insight and training and understanding, I wouldn't even have the confidence and understand what I'm doing myself. So really find someone in the industry that knows what they're doing, find a mentor, or even seek employment within the industry to gain the insight.
Okay, brilliant. Toyin, would you please give us your last words, and if you have any, give us your contact details. Anybody watching us who would like to join the Property Pillars app will be very appreciated. Tony, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. For the women who are doubting themselves, I'm just myself and Anna say that it's not as difficult and impossible as you think. Like Anna said, and I endorse and I agree, just start by taking baby steps and connecting yourself with the right people. For information about becoming a member of the Property Pillars Club, you can get that from visiting the website under membership, and that is www.propertypillarsclub.com. At the moment, it's free membership to join, so we're happy to support you.
All right. So contact details. Anyone who is interested would like to join the Property Pillars Club, or probably want to seek your advice on getting into investment.
The email address is info@propertypillarsclub.com.
Okay, fine. Anna, your last words and your contact details.
Yes, I'll just say that be confident and understand that property ownership, property investment, and the property business is there for everyone. For the young females listening, again, what Toyin said, we're clearly on the same page. Be confident and put your best step forward with the right people to lead and direct you. And so for the expo, for those who want to register for free, they can also register via www.ghanapropertyexpo.com. And then to connect with our website and to connect with me, you can visit www.onpointproperty.co.uk.
Brilliant. On that last note, I think this show is come to an end. We would like to show our appreciation to Toyin Davidson-Ero. I mean, I've really been impacted and inspired, same as Anna Ejekum. We very much appreciate your presence, with us on this show. But I'm hoping it shouldn't be a one-day, show or one-day wonder. I would love for you guys to come on again another time, for us to continue with this discussion, because I realize that you've got a lot more to tell us, but time will not allow us. So if you wouldn't mind coming on again another time, we'll very much, like it. Yes?
Sure.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay.
It's an honor. Thank
All
you.
right. Okay. So thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, there you are. Today's discussion has been very interactive and inspiring. The impact of black women in the UK property industry. You've heard it for yourselves, and especially for our black women, this is the time. Let's all get involved. And we've got these brilliant ladies here who are very happy to hold your hands, to lead you on the right path, what to do and what to avoid. So they've also left their details as well. If you want to get in touch with them, you can do so. This program was proudly sponsored by Mia Associates, who are in building and construction in Ghana. Our second sponsor is Cornerstone International Limited, a property company in the UK specializing in property management, sales, lettings, mortgages, anything properties. Look no further. Contact Cornerstone International Limited. When it comes to media requirements, our beautiful flyers was done by M&M Concept. Our last sponsor is Caris Furnitures. If you want to just give that nice touch to your home, Caris Furnitures are there. They are a property company who can supply all over the world. At this juncture, I would like to quickly get Mr. Bossman to tell us what is happening this Sunday. Faith Talk.
Right, so the amazing thing is that the amazing thing about Sunday is that I have the honor of hosting Toyin.
Is it?
Yeah, so that was a surprise, but wow! Yes, we're going to dive deeper and more into the challenges she faced and the successes, and also her story, not just as a property person, but also as somebody that has come from no money to the status of a millionaire status. How did she do it, and how can one learn from her story? So you don't want to miss this Sunday 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
My very special guest is going to be Toyin Davison, and I believe it's going to be an amazing time.
I know.
You don't want to miss it.
I know.
Faith Talk,
I know.
It's a different ballgame.
I think I'll give her the nickname the Action Lady.
I believe so. So I mean, I know you've heard her tonight, but hey, make a date with us as well. You're gonna get double dose, and we're going to dive into some of the practicalities as well. So super duper, join us this Sunday 5 p.m. And let me also say that at 3 p.m. tomorrow, Mr. Frank Davis is going to be here with Roots of Africa, and he's having. If you're looking to look into your culture, your roots, about how our chiefs operate, our kings, and all the royal families in Africa, how they operate and things, how we do things. You have to tune in 3 p.m. tomorrow, and 7 p.m. is going to be the Queen of the Airwaves. It's a fair show, so don't miss it. But
if I leave you there,
in the morning, it's going to be Archie and the boys. Don't miss it. 10 a.m. to 1
Wonderful.
p.m.
And nice lineup. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you are. Thank you so much for staying with us throughout the show. We are not taking it for granted. We appreciate you. Thank you. So until we meet again, same time next week, take good care of yourself, and please remember to register for the the UK Expo, the Property Expo, November 13th. Until then, Take good care of yourself. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Powerful.
Thank
The
you.
Ghana
Thank
Property
you.
and Lifestyle Expo returns in 2021 in its 5th year and 2nd virtual edition. Simply register for free to meet a selection of Ghana's leading real estate developers and industry experts, plus special offers. Taking place for one day only on Saturday the 13th of November 2021 from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. There will be live presentations, Q&A and an opening speech from keynote speaker Mr. Papa Call Bartels, Minister Councillor and Head of Trade and Investment Section from the Ghana High Commission UK. Register online at Hopin and be entered into our free prize draw. Dream it, live it. You don't want to miss out. Lead sponsor, Gold Key Properties. Silver sponsor, Stanbic Bank Ghana. Bronze sponsor, Deftraco Plus.
The Property Pillars Club is an inspirational and supportive platform to help busy professionals support their property needs. We're here to help people who are looking to invest their money wisely in the property sector in the UK. As one of the biggest challenges that people face is they're so confused as to where they can get information about where to put their money, the places that give the best return, the sorts of risks that they're taking. So to save you the trouble of scrolling through the internet looking for projects, trying to read between the small prints, trying to understand hows and ifs, why don't you just join a community of property professionals who do that for you?
I'm very new to investing in property, so it's given me a really good platform to find other people, great networking opportunities, lots of actually online events which have been really helpful, particularly over the last year. There's a lot of good training courses as well, so as I'm new, it's created a really nice strong foundation for me to build on, and so I'd really love to see, I'm excited to see where I'll be in 1 year's time with my new venture.
One of the clear benefits of being part of the successful community called Property Pillars is that you will meet like-minded people like you who are just interested in investing their money. They'll be able to tell you their experience as being part of the club, they'll be able to tell you the risks and maximize the returns that you get. We've also done the hard work for you because we've got a range of investment projects that would meet your need. From as little as £5,000 entry level, you can safely secure your funds into one of the Property Pillars Club's projects. So if you're interested in property investing in the UK, you don't know where to start, why don't you join the community at Property Pillars Club and secure your future in property? If you're interested in becoming a member, visit the Property Pillars Club website and click on membership.
We have a meeting every month, and those meetings we have specialist speakers who will give you really useful information on property investment. And I have bought properties through this, and it gives us a lot of opportunity to network with other members.
Your network is your net worth. If you don't have a network, you're dead. Basically, if you're not growing, you're dying. You need to join a network, and Property Pillars Club is the right club for you to join if you're looking to educate yourself, motivate yourself, grow yourself, and build a multi-million pound business. Anyone has what it takes to grow. If you're not looking to grow, then you're literally dead. So I say this and I want to encourage you, all right? Ordinary people are actually transitioning to becoming extraordinary people. So build yourself a network. Make sure you become a member of the Property Pillars Club.
If you're interested in property investing in the UK, you don't know where to start, why don't you join the community at Property Pillars Club and secure your future in property?